Hello, everyone, and welcome to L&L Diamond Painting. Only one L today. Lenore is still sick, and she's refusing to let me call the doctor. Okay, we're going to tell you. At any rate, I'm having some technical difficulties while I'm doing this because I usually use my laptop to read comments. So if there's anybody out there and you're typing, I can't see you.
Do you want mine? No?
No, because that'll just mean I'll have to have 3 to deal with. So anyway, I did see what I was trying to set up that Cindy Bennett is here. Hello, Cindy. Welcome in. I'll just kick back and relax, you know, because I don't have my hat, damn it. My hat. Yeah, it's out. Yeah, it's out on the couch. Gail, hello to you. I'm actually starting to get places on my computer. Yeah, I can now. Cindy, thank you. They just popped up. I had to restart my computer. Anyway, I also got to get my wife's going to get my hat for me because my hair looks like crap because it's dirty and it's getting too long. Huh? It's on the love seat. Probably underneath the makeshift table. This goes to show you how unprepared I am today. Thank you, honey. Yeah. Go sit down. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Now I feel a little bit more presentable. Tammy will be here at some point, but she's got things she's got to do. Which reminds me, I got to throw my thing up too here. I always keep StreamYard and YouTube up on my laptop so that I can read comments and do anything I need to do in StreamYard at the same time. Hopefully this time it'll work. Last time it failed on me. But anyway. Yay, I look like me now. Whoopee! It's about time. Ugh. So anyway, I hope everyone that is here is doing well. I don't know how many people are here because I didn't look. Give it a few minutes for people to kick in. Oh, it's 7 people in watching. Wait. Anyway, our week has gone really not so good. Friday, we ended up not putting out a whip and chat because Lenore was sick. Matter of fact, she started getting sick Thursday night, and had a temperature. Friday, she was really bad. So we didn't put it out then. I figured we'd put it out Saturday, maybe, you know, go back to the day late thing. That didn't happen because she was still sick and I didn't want to do it on my own. Yeah, see that? I what can I tell you? I have to have her with me, you know, at least for that stuff. So we didn't do anything for the weekend. She's still not feeling well. Dizzy, lightheaded, headaches, constant, almost, you know. But so she's not feeling good. We were supposed to be guests on a live tonight, but unfortunately that fell through. And of course, like I said, she's not here tonight. So where is everybody? Tammy will be here. Like I said, she just had something she had to do first. What is everybody up to, those of you that are here? Why am I not seeing comments on my other thing? There we go. Hello, Mutt Nut. Hello, Carol. No, don't feel bad, Mutt Nut. I was trying to set up the live and my laptop decided it didn't want to work on me. Thank you, Sarah. I will let her know that you said so and that everybody said so, because I know everybody does hope she gets better soon. So do I. I joke because I said to a couple of different people, yeah, that's just me setting up something on my camera. Anyway, I joked because I said to a couple of people, yep, she got the flu shot and it worked. She now has the flu, we believe. You know, I mean, shit, she's been Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and today's the 5th day. So we think she had the flu. We do. But I hope everybody, I think I said this last week, but I hope everybody had a good time on the event. I hope they're having a good time on the continued events over the month, over the next couple of months. And of course, don't remember, we still have next month in November, we have the Share the Care, which we're going to be hosting. And once again, my StreamYard went down on my computer. Oh, so much fun. Yeah, Cindy, that's you don't want to get sick, trust me. This thing has kicked her in the ass all week. It really has. Well, the thing about the flu shot is it takes 2 weeks for your body to build up the antibodies with the shot. So, you know, the immune antibodies for the shot. So if you get exposed to the flu within those 2 weeks, you're going to get the flu. I mean, the flu shot is not an immediate cure-all of everything. So, I don't think it's the shot's deal. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should. You know, you have to do what you believe in. You know, but I think that's all that happened is the fact that she probably got exposed to it prior to, because she does all the shopping. So she's always out with people and around people. All I do is I just play the driver. You know, that's all I do is bring her from point A to point B. Because she doesn't want me in when she shops. Because I'm like, just grab this one and go. Just grab this one and go. And she's over there looking at the different labels and the different things. And it's like, yeah, whatever. Just grab whatever and go. You know? A shopper, I am not. You know, so she does all of that. You know, she forced herself to go shopping yesterday. Uh, so, you know, I mean, before that, it was like, oh, the cats need food. It's like, yeah, they can get it tomorrow. I don't care. They're big. They're fat enough. They can live out one day. You know, but that's okay. At least to me. Yeah, I know. I'm mean. You know, but you know, I'm trying to think of anything else happened this week. Like I said, we were invited to be guests on Dixie's and Paul's, but unfortunately, I had to cancel that because she was sick. Because I'm sure that they didn't want just me on there. So, you know, Little was joking around because during their live, Paul had made the comment, oh, maybe she can sing while she's on our lives. No pressure or anything, you know, just a suggestion, wink, wink. And next thing you know, she has a sore throat and laryngitis. Cindy, yeah, I can, because they know better than to bother me because they know I'll hurt them. Not really, but I like to make them think that way. As far as the canvas requirement scale, it's still going to be 30 by 30. If you want to do bigger, that's fine, because there's no new start, no finish, and the canvas itself is going to be fairly wide open because it's anything that reminds you of a caregiver. That includes nurses, firemen, police, because they are technically caregivers. Um, you know, any kind of a scene that reminds you of the person that you cared for, if you cared for them specifically, or if you're somebody who has a caregiver or had a caregiver, depending, um, they, that reminds you of them or some particular time you had with them. So it's fairly wide open. But in order to get grand prize, it's got to be licensed, and it's, just like the last one, it's got to be licensed, and it's got to be 30 by 30 minimum. And hello, Cat. Hi, Cat. But there's going to be more to come because Kat, myself, and Tammy have to sit down and get that all straightened out here fairly quickly because it's fast coming to the end. Most of the rules are going to be the same as in memory of, except for the images. Images are a little bit more wide open. No, she is not. Cat, she is very ill. Yeah, there is no real canvas theme on this one. I mean, as long as it's not really out there and it really, unless you have to be able to explain how it relates to caregivers. But yeah, she's had the flu, or at least flu symptoms, since Thursday night when she went to bed. But so she's been down and out for the count for the last 5 days. Excuse me. And like I said, Tammy will be here. She's just got some things she's finishing up last minute. Hell, I didn't get started setting things up until quarter of. And speak of the devil, here she comes.
Hi, Dad. How are you? Hi, Lee.
Hi.
How's my favorite doing?
Ill.
Yeah, I know. She's not doing too well.
No,
Hi.
she was willing to come in and lay down on the bed during the live, but I was like, no, if you're more comfortable out there, stay out there.
Yeah.
So
Hi, Cindy and Bill. Oh, wow. I did rest. Hi, Nut. Will a hand up the cherry blossom work? I still had mine.
why wouldn't it?
I was gonna say, in my opinion, yes, it would. I assume we're talking about your event.
Yeah, share the care.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at when I say, it's got to be explainable as to how it relates to share the care is, I mean, if it's really say a not safe for work type of canvas, that might be a little difficult to put into share the care. I'd rather not have that kind of thing in share the care. Things like that. But pretty much, it's pretty much open there, almost everything. Hello, Diamonds and Octaves. Welcome in, everyone. I'm sorry we did not have snacks for you today, but I was running so late I couldn't even think to put my snacks up. How do you like that?
Well, then you're gonna start.
Yeah, no, I just ate. I just had cheeseburgers.
Well, then you're gonna start your dish. That's nice.
Now there you go.
Hi, Leanne. Hi, Cheryl. How are you guys?
Hello, Holly.
Hi, Holly.
It's a holly jolly Luna. What's whose favorite flower? Cat? Shut up. Now, you know better than to use those words with me, woman. Me. One of these days she'll try and hit me. Yeah, that's why it's on Thursday. And you can thank the date. You can thank Kat today. She's the one that told me that was National Caregivers Month because I wasn't sure when I wanted to have it. She said, "Well, why not? Why not November? That's National Caregivers Month." So I was like, "Oh, good idea." I'm glad I thought of it. Oh, I see. Well, I appreciate that. But yeah, anything like that is fine. Happened to me after I left my life. Ready to my desktop. Well, at least it was after your live. Not like mine when I was trying to set up my live and my laptop decided, screw you, I'm not doing what you want.
And I bet you didn't plug it up to this live, did you?
That I didn't what?
I would tell you to plug it up during the live, did you?
No, it's because it's got full battery.
Yeah, I know that it's usually dying by the time the live's over.
Yeah, and then I'll plug it in. But this time it wouldn't even do it to start the live. So, there was something I was going to say. and I completely forgot what it was. But that's okay. So anyway, yeah, she did lose her voice. Hello, Christopher. So she can barely talk at this point. She can talk, but just not really loud. Not like me, you know. Are you using a laptop or are you using your phone, Kat? If you're using your phone, you can always go text to speech. I mean, speech to text. I would screw that one up. Text to speech, speech to text, because they have both of them. It's a Dipsy! I was just talking about you, Ditz. Don't worry, it was all good.
I did.
So next week, as I was saying, we should be able to be on Ditsy's Live unless she decided to put somebody else on instead. We were supposed to go on tonight, but that ain't happening, unfortunately. And I did give her advance notice, like a couple of days. You know, I don't believe in leaving people hanging. If I can help it. Although there might be a few people I'd like to hang. That's a different story.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Uh-huh.
I knew you would.
Uh-huh. Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Nobody here. Everybody here is great.
So they did it.
Hey, they're my subscribers, so you know, of course they are. Anybody who subscribes to me is one of two things, or both of two things. Really nice, kind, generous people, and really, really nuts. Because you got to be insane to deal with a person like me.
Well, I would never call them insane. That
Lenore is the same one of the bunch. But of all the things I lost, I missed my mind the least. So,
silly. Mom, did you get it in the mail? Oh, excuse me. I
there
thought
she goes, yelling at her mother again.
I thought I was on mute. Excuse me, Dad. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
I forgot I wasn't on mute. I'm back, Dad.
Uh-huh, sure. You always forget you weren't on mute.
I said I'm back.
Uh-huh. For the next 10 seconds till she goes, Mom!
Oh, shut up. Do you know what I got at the a gift from Berta and Rick when they went to Lone Star?
Nope.
Rick got me a pair of Dutch's headphones because he said he's tired of hearing me say, Mom, my headphones are dead.
Uh-huh.
So
Sounds about right.
got me.
No.
Then I got some Dutch's coloring book, believe it or not.
Yeah, knowing you, that's not a bad thing.
I like coloring book. And they're at
There goes the ghost.
I feel like I'm 10.
The ghost has left the room. Oh, that's what I figure I'll come on your come as on your Halloween life. I'm going to keep all the lights shut off and I'm going to put white on my face so that every time I lean into the screen, all you'll see is this white like I'm a ghost.
That's not been announced yet, but or did I tell you? Look, so you're gonna be a ghost?
Yeah, I don't know if I am or not. I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, you have to be. You already said it. Once
And
you
yes,
say something,
yes,
once
Cat, feeling like a ghost is a good thing.
you have to be a ghost now.
You know what I should do is find some glow in the dark face paint
That'd be funny.
and paint different things on my face with the light on, and then all of a sudden turn the light off.
That'd be funny.
And then I'll just start with, it was a dark and stormy night out on a road in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my lord. You lost your mind.
The car suddenly broke down.
You're not telling the whole story. Well, sure it is. No, you're not telling the whole story. I stared.
Why not?
Because I get scared.
Well, I just have to make sure that I turn around and tell all the machinery to turn off all your lights so that I can tell the ghost story and you be in the dark telling the ghost story.
Oh, I'm not stupid. I had my thing muted. You think I'm stupid? I'm
You'll forget by then. At least I'm not saying, "Hey Alexa, talk dirty to me."
Please stop.
You said it was muted.
I said I would mute it, and I'm gonna have to now. Stop. No. Good lord.
Alexa, stop.
You're allowed to stop. She already stopped.
Yeah, I know, Holly. I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell you named it. I'll figure it out somehow.
Yeah, Holly, I'm not that smart, apparently.
There's somebody else that did it too, Melanie. But I'll bet you Melanie did her Alexa, just named it in French.
I don't know what she named it as.
Oh, you like that idea, huh, Cindy? Ghost stories until Halloween. That might be interesting. Put a couple of ghost story whipping chats up.
Lord.
What?
Good night.
This is a reminder.
I like
at
that.
6 o'clock. If you finish
Cancel.
this, just let me know you're done. Otherwise, I'll remind you in an hour.
Alexa, I'm done.
This is a reminder.
Oh, dear
Call
God.
Richard at 6
Well,
o'clock.
Alexa, stop. Did it stop?
I've marked Tammy's reminder to call Richard at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I had to tell her I'm done. I had no reminder to set remind me every hour because I'm crazy.
Well, we knew that.
What time would you like to be reminded to get out?
No. Stop.
I understand. I won't set that reminder.
She said, what time would you like to be reminded to get out? I don't know what I'm getting out of.
I apologize for the confusion.
Alexa, shut up.
Get out, or would you prefer not to set any reminder at all?
Alexa, stop.
With a high of 69 degrees Fahrenheit and
Oh, it's not,
Updated
listening,
Alexa.
it's not listening to me today.
She's crazy. I updated her to the new version because it made me.
Well, you see.
She's always talking and she never shuts up.
Yeah, sometimes I'm a pretty good storyteller there, Kat. You never know. I was telling Tammy some old stories about my father yesterday, and even though I told them before, she still cracked up.
You did. Well, he was a funny man.
Yeah, but you know,
He was funny.
but
That's kind of like this.
I'll tell you who I'd like to have some old stories from is my grandpa. My
Mhm.
mother's father. Well, my mother's father was American Indian, and I never really paid attention to a lot of the stories when I was younger, which was unfortunate. The only one I really remember of him was when he would come in from a powwow and he'd throw his headdress on the dining room table, on the kitchen table. And he, don't these sons of bitches know that we know more than just a rain dance?
Yeah.
You know? It's like, yeah, it's, what can you do, you know?
Not great. Not grand. No. Not great grandpa. The charity. At charity.
There's the Melanie. I was just talking about you, Melanie.
Hi, Neil.
He would. He'd get so incensed. You know? He hated it. From what my mother says, anyway. I was unfortunately too young when he passed. All the stories I could have learned about my heritage and history.
I was listening to grandma when she told stories.
Well, my grandfather was Blackfoot, and my grandmother was Cherokee, I think. It was Cherokee and another Indian tribe, and I don't remember what it was. But both on my mother's side. So I have, like I keep saying, I have two of the world's worst tempers: American Indian and Irish, especially when we get drinking. That's why I don't drink. Uh, but my father, on the other hand, when he got drunk, he was funny. He comes staggering into the house. He didn't get drunk all that often, don't get me wrong. But he comes staggering into the house. He'd look at me and he'd say, he'd look at my mother and say, send him upstairs. I have to go upstairs while he came in, and Ma tried to get him into the room. And getting a
Too.
Getting a 6'3", 300-pound man up a set of stairs when you're not even 5'3.5" and weigh all of about 180 pounds is a feat.
What is that?
And when he got mad, you didn't really want to mess with him. But once he learned how to control his temper, he once turned around and they had a strike in the industry he was in. He used to work for fuel transportation company that did barge and tanker along with tugboat work. And they had a strike at one point, and he tried to get somebody into an area just to pick up some people and kill them off because it was a problem, some damage on the ship. And they said, no, I'm not crossing the picket line. And my father let him have it with both barrels without raising his voice, without swearing, but let him have it with both barrels to let him know basically where to go, how to get there, what shortcuts to take, and make them look forward to the trip. Oh, there's another ghost. I heard it. What's the matter? Am I talking too loud? Uh-oh. What's the matter? Hold on a second, guys. Okay, never mind. Anyway, yes, she's fine.
You did that and it scared me. You know that, right?
Well, it didn't exactly do me any good. But
What?
he would turn around. He would also turn around and, for example, we used to work for a storage facility, self-storage facility, and we were live-in managers. And we had a quote unquote company outing for our district, and it was at a horse track. So we went to the horse track, and of course, I invited my parents because they said we could. My boss came up and introduced himself, and I, of course, introduced my mother and father, and he shook my father's hand, and the guy said a few words, and he turned around and walked away to something else. That man's an asshole, isn't he? But, yeah, he is. He could peg a person's personality in a heartbeat. You know, I really wish I had that. There's a lot of things he did that I wish I could do. But that's okay. I'm not him. So that's the way it is. But
And a lot of us are like that. Lord, I forgot the ring light. No wonder I look like a ghost. Oh well, sorry guys. Just no realize there's no ring light. Oh well.
yeah, well, so what?
I forgot it. I was racing deer here.
Well, you're just practicing for Halloween. You look like a washed out ghost.
Well, that's what I look like.
I'm kidding. So what is everybody? I'm sitting here talking about myself and my family, and I don't know anything that's going on with you guys. Is there anything of interest that we should all be aware of? Because if I don't start talking about this kind of stuff, I'm going to get up on my high horse, and I don't really think people want me to do that.
Can I say something?
You can.
Today?
You can say whatever you like.
You don't mind?
No, well, why should I?
Saturday, I'm having a Halloween party. It is at midnight. And there will be prizes. There will be a few people joining me, including that crazy man right there, and hopefully Lenore that she's sick, so I told her to take it easy. So technically it'll be the 19th on Sunday, but it's Saturday night at midnight. And it's from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. And we're gonna play a variety of games, and it's gonna be private. So
Cool.
Lee
Did
already,
we?
yeah, I did it. I fill in the blank.
Uh-huh.
Still anyway, I just I've been sleeping all day, so I hadn't got I didn't lay all day. I still can't recover from Saturday.
Uh-huh. You'll be fine. Ditsy, how much did you cut your hair?
I know, Leanne. Well, Dixie gave me the idea. She wanted to entertain me, which I'm gonna do one night still. But I decided to turn it into a Halloween thing. 6 inches to cut it.
Paul isn't there, is he?
I can't wait to see it.
5 inches,
She
sort
said,
of. That's
oh,
way
God,
too much.
please. That's not too much.
It is too much.
I think she'll look pretty with that hair like that.
Smack her, will you, for cutting off that much hair? Damn it.
I think she'll look pretty.
Well, I'll take his word for it, but We'll see. I'll see tonight when you're on your live and I sit there and I look and I go, oh. I'll take notes for the following week.
He said it
Right.
doesn't look terrible. He
Yes, I know. I see
it
that.
looks beautiful.
No, I am sure it looks good, Ditsy. I'm just giving you crap. I'm sure it looks good. I'm just giving you crap. Because if I didn't, she'd think I was sick anyway. No, I'm not quite that bad. I'll stay subscribed now. Whether I'll be at your lives and whatnot, I don't know until your hair grows back. But yes, I will.
Hello, niece.
Yes, I will. Yeah, just 5 inches. Just that much.
That's not a lot, Lee.
That's that much. That's 5 inches, approximately.
A lot.
That's a lot.
It's not. Good Lord. Sometimes you just need to cut your hair, okay?
The only time that's not a lot is if her hair was down around her kneecaps. Then 5 inches I can understand.
You're not even saying it. It was down in the butt. Now it's in the nostril. See, that's not far.
No, I'm going to leave that one alone. I could say something, but I'm going to leave that one alone.
I did it. That's the last time.
No, I'm sure. Like I said, I'm sure it looks really good. I just have to give you a hard time about it. That's all. I mean, I do love women in long hair. The longer, the better. You know. I mean, you need something to grab. Anyway. So what about anybody else? What else has people been up to?
A wedding is what I've been up to.
I'm sure it is, Ditz. I'm sure it is.
I just got your message that you're running behind.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That message went out just as I was coming in to set everything up. I hadn't even set anything up yet.
it just now came through. That doesn't help anything.
No, it came up. I started getting set up about 10 minutes of. And I'm usually set up an hour or a half an hour beforehand.
I had to lie down, and when I looked at the kitten, and I was like, oh, crap. It killed that. So I had to jump up.
Uh-huh. Otherwise, you would miss both of the lives.
I did. Yeah, I would have. I would have.
No, the two of the main lives that I never miss, other than yours, are Kara's and Ditsy's. If I can help it, I do not miss any of those 3 lives.
I missed hers last night, too.
What do you mean last night?
I'm behind. Carrot.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I thought you were talking about Ditsy. I was going to say, wait a minute. No, Ditsy didn't have one last night.
You reminded me about it, and I still missed it. Why did I miss it, though? I didn't behind.
But I'll tell you what. I don't know. I don't have no idea. But I'll tell you what. As much as I bitch about it, because I do love long hair on women, it ain't my head. You know, I don't have to deal with having to wash super long hair and, you know, dry it. and go all this through the crap that you have to go through when you're washing it. So
When
Yeah.
I was
as
splitting
long as
and
you don't go bald, I don't care.
when I saw my hair, my cousin said,
That's
I
it.
would be the one that has to fix that head of hair. It's a lot of work having long, thick hair.
I couldn't think of Crystal Gale's name because I was thinking of her when I said when your hair's down to your kneecaps. Although hers was even longer, hers was down to the heels of her feet.
Krista Dale, could you imagine? We went to church with the lady that had the hair that long, and I'm thinking, how in the world do you wash it? And how do you not pull it when you sit down?
Oh, I'm sure it does, Kat. I'm sure it does. Yeah. But I'm trying to keep things light, and I keep having this issue in my head that I really want to vent about, but I don't want to give it credence.
I have a question to this. Never mind. I'll ask you after.
Let me ask her what?
I said I would ask her after the last.
Oh, I thought you said I'll let you ask her. I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to ask her?
Well, I'll just ask her now. If people want into the group, the Facebook group, they have to answer the question, right? Because a lot of people don't.
Well, they're supposed to.
I know.
Oh, I'm sure it does, Dad. I know that Lenore's isn't, well, it's longer than it ever used to be, but it's not terrible. It's down past her shoulders. But even hers takes a long time to dry.
It's hard. Not if I wash my hair, it's still wet, then it not. It takes that long to dry. That's what I thought. I knew that the other one does, right? Okay, just making sure I'm not screwing up. Okay,
Why do you leave me such openings?
Lee,
What?
some even.
You're my little sister. I'm supposed to.
Little sister, my butt, I'll stick my foot where the sun don't shine that you don't behave. Okay.
Yeah, there's only one problem with that, honey. You can't lift your leg that high.
You'd be surprised what I can do when I need to.
Just because your chair elevates doesn't mean you could still kick me.
You'd be surprised.
No, knowing you'd probably end up having to seatbelt yourself in because as soon as you swing your leg, you turn around and fall out of the chair.
Nope. Nope. When I need to attack, I'm really coordinated. Susan, how do you doubt your basic training with long hair? That's what I don't understand.
Well, who knows?
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Having hair that long, had to hide it.
There, that's better.
Have hair that long, it meant to be shown.
My head was cut off here. But oh, that's why, because my laptop was too high. Yeah, when I joined the military, when I went into boot camp, they cut my hair. I looked like I had an afro because my hair was really curly and really out there, and I had my little mop with legs imitation going on. And they cut it all off, and because I was the tallest one in boot camp, and with that haircut, and my face the way it was, because I was really thin, When I was in boot camp, I weighed 165 pounds, and I was 6'6". So I was turn me sideways, and I'd just disappear. Well, when I came out with the haircut, everybody sort of looked at me, and they said, "We got your nickname," and I went, "What's that?" They went, "You're Mark," and I went, "Oh, my voice isn't right though. Wait a minute." I went, "My voice isn't right though. Wait a minute." I went, "You're right." Yep, you're Lurch. Right. But anyway, I digress. Yep. No, mine was just naturally, like I said, when I grows long, I look like a mop with legs.
What?
I said when my hair grows long, I look like a mop with legs.
Okay.
Turn me upside down and I can wash the floor,
My mom called my hair a mop.
I don't know. It didn't look like a mop in those pictures.
Well, thank you. It took 2 hours to do that.
Yeah, no, they look pretty.
Well, thank you.
And you look really good all dressed up, too.
Well, thank you. I'm not a fancy person, let me tell you.
You may not be, but you still when you dress up.
Huh?
Said you may not be, but you still look like a neat person when you dress up. A good, you look good when you dress up.
Yeah, it makes you feel good though sometimes to get all dressed up in the hair thick and makeup on, but once a year is enough for me. Who?
You, Stoogie.
I have curly and wavy hair. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't have wavy. I have curly. Not quite as bad as my brother, but I do have curly. I used to be as bad as my brother, but I'm the only one in my family that has a progressing forehead.
My hair naturally curly. Not that curly. No, that had curl put into it. That it curly. Yeah,
Yep.
my hair naturally curly. You wouldn't know it because I had it up all the time. But it is naturally curly and thick. And Chloe has hair like I do that it's not curly. It's just really thick. She had hair extensions in hers.
Like I said, I'm the only one in my family that has a receding, or not a receding, but a progressing forehead. Yeah, but that's okay. It is what it is. Thin and disappearing. I'm like a magician. Ringlets. No, never mind. Never mind. I'm trying to be nice.
If Leanne is still here, I was going to tell her that her knitting maid canvas was beautiful, gorgeous. She touched it to finish.
Yeah. I'll have to take a look at it.
Very pretty.
I got to get working on mine. I've been so busy over the last week and whatnot that I haven't had a chance to work on mine. Like I said, I didn't do a whip and chat this week because we were so busy with her. Yeah, I know, and none of my mom's side had any hair loss issues either, or thinning hair. Everybody's hair was straight in my family except the three of us kids.
My dad had straight hair, and then when he had his heart attack, we don't know why or how to attack them. Pat, you're a nurse. Maybe you didn't tell us. But the right side of his hair was so curly, it looked like he stuck it in a light socket. And they had to place a comb in it to straighten it out when he passed away. It was so curly. Just the right side. Crazy thing out of this thing. But she had to be, which I wonder if, maybe this is not so fat. Again, you're the nurse, you tell me. He had to be resuscitated a few times. Can that do it?
No,
How do you know? Really, it can't? Well, what
No.
happened? Something doesn't curl his hair. Maybe
see, I
it was,
told you. No,
it might have been his neck. I didn't
you
really
keep
think
questioning me.
what else could. Meditation, addiction, I don't know.
But anyway,
No, don't forget the nail.
oh, there she goes yelling for her mom again.
Sorry, I need the nail. I got some good dust coming in.
Hey, Kat, I know you haven't opened your mail yet, but did you at least get the package? You never did tell me. You told me you hadn't opened any of your packages, but you never told me if you got the package.
Mom, come and look at the Dad. Hold on, Dad.
And for those of you that are wondering what I was talking about, no, you just said you hadn't opened your packages yet. But anyway, for those of you that wonder what I'm talking about, that September 11th pin, like that I have on my hat here, somewhere. Where are you? There you are. The September 11th pin that I have, I had sent one to Tammy, and then I sent one to Kat, but unfortunately, the one I got for Kat I didn't get it sent out until towards the end of the event. I wish I had more. Buried in a pile. See, I can't do that. I can't leave stuff aside. I have to open it up when I get it. That's why the last couple of things I got, they were already open by the time I filmed them. It's like, nope, can't wait. Rip. Gotta see it. Rip. Rip, tear, shred, you know. Well, there you go. But no, like I said, I can't wait for mine. I always have to rip them right open. You know, there are some packages that I don't look forward to, but I still have to get them. I still have to open them as soon as I get them. I'm going to be doing that all this week. What's today? 13th? 14th. 14th. 11 more days. So for at least the next 11 days, I'm going to be dreading every time I have to go down to the mailbox. Thankfully, not a lot of people have my address. And I don't have a P.O. box, so. Oh, Tammy went dark again. But yeah, that's because my birthday's coming up. So it's like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of getting gifts.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of getting gifts. So it's like, and I know I'm probably going to be getting something.
When?
Huh? Now you see, if you'd been able to listen, you'd have known what I said.
I had a problem.
I guess you'll have to wait and see the replay to find out what I was talking about.
What did I die?
No, I was talking about the fact that I was dreading getting packages because we were talking about unboxing. I was talking about unboxings and getting gifts and whatnot. She said she's got a whole stack of stuff that she hasn't opened yet. Cat, because she told me that she hasn't opened her packages, so I thought maybe she hadn't seen whether she got the package or not.
Oh,
And I told her, but I said I can't do that. I gotta, as soon as I get something, I gotta open it, see what it is, except for the next like 11 days.
That's why
I'm not looking forward to going to the mailbox. So
well, it won't hurt you. I can't. No, I don't know. Katie does it when she does like month to month and not open her stuff. I can't do that. I gotta open it immediately. That's why I did my snapshot call in segment. I gotta open it right in.
Kat, I just told you. Count 11 days from the 14th. Yep. It is. And see, Kat told you, so you got somebody on your side.
Cat's always on my side. Everybody's always on my side.
What's the matter? You don't like the fact that I make you do math, Kat?
Thank you, Neil. Anytime I have a question, like something I don't understand, I can always tell my Neil to send me an article and explain it to me. And she just did. Thank you. Now I'm gonna read it.
What don't you understand now?
I didn't understand when my dad's hair was so curly on one side. She's telling me why.
Ah. Well, she's giving you one possible answer.
No, it makes sense. But that's exactly, yeah, that makes sense.
But like I said, it's one possible answer.
Wow. Thank you, Neil. That's
And
great.
hello again, Sarah. I know I said hello to you, but hello again, Sarah, anyway.
Never knew that. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, I love my bags. I work on the next. Still am.
And just to confirm your mathematics, it's the 25th, Kat.
What's the 25th?
My birthday.
Oh, I know that.
Well, you asked earlier, and Kat told you.
No, I asked what you were talking about. Hi, Doretta.
It's a Doretta.
Christopher, are you gonna the hate to say? I gotta ask it every time I see you.
The answer is the Keebler elves would curl it when he was sleeping.
You know what? I wouldn't doubt it. No,
Not to worry, Doretta. You can be however late you need to be. Real life comes first. You didn't miss a whole lot.
just our end of that the perfect to hold what I use them for it. I took my putty and wax and little things like that, that way those are separated and they don't fall to the bottom of the bag.
Unfortunately, the only thing you missed, Doretta, is that Lenore's sick.
Yeah.
We think she's got the flu, but unfortunately, she won't let me call the doctor.
Well, there's nothing I can do for the flu. Honestly.
Oh, you sent a photo. No, but like I told you the other day, it may not. It's not just that, but the flu does very quickly turn into pneumonia.
True. But unless you tell them symptoms, I don't think they do anything. I don't know. Maybe it would. It wouldn't hurt to go see a doctor, you're right.
It's called antibiotics, Tim.
Antibiotic does not help the flu.
No, but it helps with pneumonia.
It does. Just gotta have it.
But no, you don't. You can take antibiotics prior to, and that'll help.
That's true. They
I
don't do
know.
that here. They will not do that here because they say it. Because you may not get it, and then it thugs your body the antibiotics or nothing. But in my case, I do the disappeared. I hear the nail.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm having issues. I'll have to look later, Kat. I'm having issues with my.
You're right. She does. Is she having respiratory issues?
See that? I went into Facebook to go to Facebook Messenger to see if it was there, and StreamYard kicked me out. Good thing I have StreamYard. Good thing I use StreamYard on the phone instead of on the computer. Otherwise, I'd be going in and out all the time.
Why do you have Lenore hooked up if she's not on here?
Why do I what?
Why is there two of you?
You mean the other Lee and Lenore that has no camera on it?
Yeah, why is that hooked up?
Because I can't do anything on my phone when I'm using the phone as the camera.
What you need to do is what you don't know for.
Just in case. There may be something else I want to highlight that I don't just say, hey, can you highlight this? I may want to highlight it on my own.
Oh. So you don't want lives on your phone? Not your
When I do my lives, I do them on the phone.
Okay.
But I have YouTube and I have StreamYard on my laptop.
Okay. See, I do the opposite. I
So
used to StreamYard open on my computer, and then I had the live open on my phone.
I can't read the comments off my phone.
Right. I did that.
Plus the fact that my eyesight is so bad anyway, I need the bigger writing.
I remember that now. That's why I say I was going to do this, and I always forget. Why don't you yell at me and tell me? See, I can do that for you.
I know.
Here, I will. There's the last.
But the point is the matter is that if I wanted to do it just to surprise somebody and have them highlighted on the screen,
Right.
I could do it myself without having to shout it out so that they would all of a sudden get the warning.
Oh, shoot. Awesome.
Like Holly's Art and Nature Realm. I've known Holly I've known Holly since before I started a YouTube channel.
How'd you meet her? You told me, I forgot.
I met her on a game site.
A game?
Yeah, it's sort of a game. But we won't go there.
Yeah. Something tells me not to ask what.
Oh, it's not bad. I mean, they have G-rated sections and whatnot. There's just some that aren't G-rated.
Right.
You know, so at any rate, all right, Kayleen.
Hi, Kayleen. I didn't even see you.
Like she said, drive safely. Take it easy.
Be careful. I know, right? I had 3 dads and Sarah Ann and 3 little bags and napkins for protection.
Kayleen, even if she says, "Oh, here's an oops bag," I defy anybody to tell me where the oops is.
Yeah, I know. I received something from dips and it was the oopsie and I can't figure out what the oopsie is. Will you tell me so I can stop looking?
Oh yeah, now she's gonna keep you in suspense till you find it.
I mean, I really can't see the difference.
You know I would.
I'll be unboxing it. I'll film that tonight or tomorrow, and then I'm gonna put the small shot together and release that next, so you guys can see the study how to get these maybe that I ordered. I ordered 2.
I'm sure she will, Doretta. Thank you very much. I will let her know you sent her the hearts and the get well wishes.
Hi Nancy, how are you?
Which reminds me, I've got to give you, Holly, are you still there? Let me make sure she's here first. It's a Pampered with the Diamonds. Hello, Pampered with the Diamonds.
Nancy, I'll be unboxing that canvas too. I didn't want you to think I forgot. So how long have you known Holly?
Oh, God. 5 years, I think.
Has it been that long?
5 or 6, at least. If she was here, she could tell you better than me. I'm lousy with that kind of thing. But I've known her since before YouTube.
So how long you been diamond painting? I forgot what you said.
3 years. Well, I started diamond painting craft about 3 years ago. But as far as how if you look at it as a whole, I've probably been diamond painting regularly for about 1.5 years.
So how long you been painting the numbers?
Painting by numbers, I started 7 years ago.
I thought a small one that I haven't started yet because it's gonna be so scary than I do it does.
No, I started about 7 years ago. I got the 3 that I've shown everybody hanging up. I've got another one somewhere in the closet that I have to get a frame for. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that.
That rhymes.
And her YouTube too.
That rhymes kinda too.
What are you gonna do? Point out everything I say that rhymes now?
I might. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know why I'm saying oh boy. Good night. I had the small type down numbers, and I thought about for one time doing a single listen chat with my type down numbers so YouTube can laugh at me.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, Doretta.
Here, Mom.
Alright, Mary.
Oh, shoot. I broke that.
Hi, Mom.
Lee said hi. Hi, Lee.
Uh-huh.
What's
Yeah, it
up?
always sounds like she's interviewing me, but that's okay. I don't mind.
Who?
You.
I'm interviewing you?
Doretta says it sounds like you're interviewing me.
Oh.
And like I said, that's okay. I don't mind. You know, it gives me something to talk about.
I try not to.
There's been so much going on in the community lately that has not been great, and I just don't want to get on the high horse about it because I don't want to perpetuate drama.
Yeah,
You know,
I understand.
like has been said, everybody's entitled to their opinions. But there are times when, in my case, I better leave my opinion to myself, or I'm going to get myself in a lot of trouble. Not with anybody in my realm of circles, you know, but I'm sure somewhere out there I'll get into trouble with somebody, and I'm just not going to drag it into it, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it's best to keep your opinion to yourself.
Sometimes it is, and no, it's not about political things either, because I will not discuss political opinions. Kat, can you do me a favor, please? I have it, but right now I'm brain dead. Can you put up Ditsy's YouTube, not your YouTube, but her store channel? Not channel, but
I got it if you don't have it, Pat.
her .com.
What?
I'd like to promote her business. She does have a business, everybody.
What's this in this?
She does 3D. Her and Paul do 3D printing, and God only knows what else that they'll be getting into.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have it somewhere, but the ghost just came in. You missed me asking Kat to put up your .com channels, your .com page, so that people can peruse your shop.
They just got a website, honey. Crack me up. Nope. 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 No. What? Maybe. No.
No, you see, you got to reword that, Ditz. No, I don't either. And the problem is by expressing opinion, especially in my case, because I don't generally put my words out properly. So people would, there you go, Ditz. That's better. But I don't put my words out properly, so it would come across as not so good. You know, and like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but there is some that
I've been trying not to even think about it.
well, my problem there is the fact is I want to know what they're having to say about certain things just because of the fact that I want to make sure that I can properly support anybody that might come across it. You know? No, not you, Ditz. Sheesh. It's along the same side, along the same lines as your soapbox last week. And I agree with everything you said. It's just that I had my own also my own opinions to add to it. And I was like, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'll get rolling, people.
I don't say anything. It doesn't help to say anything anyway. And then, you know.
No, because that's clickbait. Because people, oh, drama, good. No.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
a clickbait person.
it's just doesn't help.
For every argument she has, I'm going to come up with an alternate. Because I know she's not a clickbait person. Calling it Ditsy's Drama Den would be clickbait. She's gonna kill me one of these days. Yeah. I can't stay straight on the chair.
I just try not to think of that drama. You know, that thing that happened because you can't change it.
Well, that is true. They would get a good laugh, and you are absolutely right, Kat. I would prefer to say things that not just uplift and support, but encourage as well. As the old saying goes, in my case, and this is just in my case, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Now, having said that, however, use one of my friends' names, use one of my circle of people's names, and be derogatory towards them. That's a different story entirely. Then you're going to hear all kinds of words out of my mouth. You know, you disrespect Ditzy and Paul. You disrespect Kara. You disrespect Shay. You disrespect Tammy. You disrespect Doretta, Jay Lee, any number of you. I'm not going to go through the whole list because you all know who you are because you're always here every week. You know, anybody disrespects any of the group that are in my circle, yeah, they're going to hear from me and they're not necessarily going to like it. Yes, Kat, you too. I just said that. I said anybody in my circle and you're part of in my circle. You know, it's like if anybody said anything against Chris, I'd climb all over them like white on rice because I will defend Chris. Even though he can defend himself. Probably better than I could. But, excuse me.
Mom, I need some patty, please.
There you go.
Sometimes it's hard to, you know, not say anything, but
Oh, sometimes it is. Like I said, I've been struggling with it this entire life because I just wanted to go out on a tangent. you know,
Yeah.
but you find that it's not worth it in the long run, in my case. And I am only speaking for me, by the way, just so that you know, I am not disparaging anybody else. I am not saying negative against anybody else. I am just saying for me because I know how my temper gets and I know how my attitude gets when I get going. Because, like I said, I'll climb all over people like, flies on shit. Look at the names. I'll put it to you this way, Tammy, and this will be funny to you and Kat because you guys will know what I'm talking about. But look at the names, the nicknames I give certain people. And that is correct. It gets nowhere.
Good that.
It's called white on rice. Because when you have rice, you have white rice. So it's, I'll climb all of them like white on rice. And yeah, that is true. I will agree with that. That's pardon me, people, but fuck with me, I don't care. Fuck with family and friends, and I'll be all over you all over the place. You just won't like it.
I try to just go on, because does it help to dwell on things?
Well, it doesn't help solve anything, but let me tell you, when you're done venting and you're done speaking your piece, you feel a lot better because you're not holding it in.
This is true.
That's why I vent with Lenore, because I can vent and I don't have to worry about it.
This is true. That is true.
Yeah, pretty much, Kat. Pretty much. I mean, I'm venting without venting. How's that sound? It does hurt, though. It really does to think that comments are being made disparaging against creators or, people at all within the community. And it also makes people second guess sometimes. I know this person and they wouldn't necessarily say something like that. Yeah, well, I know the person that they're talking about, or I know the company they're talking about, or whatever the case may be. And I know they wouldn't do it. So who's in the wrong here?
That's true. That you're right.
And that is true. Everybody has different experiences with different things. And I could have a conversation with Ditz, okay? And Ditz and I might agree, might disagree, whatever the case may be, but somebody hearing it will take away something completely different, and they'll start, well, you should have heard the way he talked to Ditzy, or you should have heard the way Ditzy talked to him. It's like, and then it gets around to somebody like me, and I go, what are you talking about? Ditzy didn't say anything wrong to me, or I didn't say anything wrong to her. If you don't believe me, ask her. That's why I've always been a proponent of, if you have a problem with somebody, take it out with them. If you have a problem with what somebody does, talk to them. If you have a problem with the way somebody acts, talk to them. If you have questions on, well, what do you do in this case, or what do you do in that case, or whatever the case may be, talk to them and find out.
Or sometimes it's best not to say anything else. That is true, Pat. Mom, you took
That's
that
correct.
black blues.
And hello again, Mom.
Hey, Lee.
I see you there.
Say
I'm
hi.
fixing her patty.
Say hi
Such a-
to people.
Such
Hello,
a-
everybody.
Such a gorgeous lady.
Yeah.
You are.
Everybody talks about how pretty Mama looked at the wedding, and she did.
I didn't see any of Mama's pictures in the pictures you sent me.
I sent you pictures. Are you blind? I sent you one of them on in my picture. Yes, I did.
I'll have again.
Very classy in her dress and her nails. She did.
That is true. That is true.
Hmm.
Squeaky wheel gets the cheese. Rewarding the squeaky wheel, huh?
Set it down.
Just don't forget, Mom, that just because
Hello.
you are, there are many ways for people to be pretty and gorgeous and beautiful, like you are.
Oh,
What is that?
Kelly, thank you.
Thank you, Lee.
He said, what did you say again? I can't even repeat it.
I said there are many ways for somebody to be gorgeous and beautiful, like she is.
I don't know about that. You ain't seen me on my bad days.
Yeah.
Even on your bad days, I don't think you could be all that bad.
I don't know.
I'll call you when she's when the hair's sticking up like alfalfa. Oh, thank you, Kat. Thank you. You know, my sister and I met. I didn't even know it. I didn't know what color she was wearing, that she knew what color I was wearing. So she wanted to be just like me.
So anyway, having gotten off that high horse that I never really intended to go on.
You were very tame until
Oh yeah, I was. I will say that. I was very tame. You know. But
check my nail now.
you what?
I'm gonna check my nail now.
Okay.
Kat said she seen you personally, Mom, and there's nothing wrong with you morning, noon, or night. Kat said she seen you in person, and there's nothing wrong with you morning, noon, or night. You'd not seen her early in the. Oh yeah, you did too.
If I was a little thinner, I might look pretty good in chaps there, Ditzy, but you know.
Oh Lord.
Although I don't, you know, the other thing I could comment is on your little Halloween party there, Tammy, is Billy Bob John Boy.
Oh God.
Get them coveralls up, get them fancy dancy Sunday coveralls on, and come on and talk about Billy Bob John Boy.
Okay, you should not talk like that because I won't concentrate.
Yeah, but if I come on as him, I gotta talk like him.
You got other costumes, I know.
Huh?
Don't you have another costume?
No, I don't.
I'm just
I'll figure something out. Don't worry about it. We'll figure, the two of us will figure out. Maybe we'll come as Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I've seen you in that, and there's got to be something we haven't seen you in. Unless that's all you had, and then that's fine.
There you go.
Now,
See, now they're starting to say, see, I should do the ghost and the ghost story. Leave Billy Bob in the closet. Nobody liked Billy Bob. He's going to be so hurt.
Nobody defended what Pat said. She said two different things. She said something about the ghost, and she said something about Billy Bob John.
No, she was talking about what Kat said about the ghost and ghost stories.
Oh. Oh. So you can tell a story or two.
See, we're a tweet next to it.
And there's a variety of things. And then they're going to be prizes in between.
Like I said, get white face paint. And then on the white face paint, I'll have to shave everything off, including my mustache. But get white face paint, cover my face in white, and then take glow-in-the-dark paint and put that on my face.
I dare you. I double dog, triple dog dare you. I'm serious.
If I can find it, I would. I got to see if we can find any.
Well, you need to do that. Because that'd be cool.
If I can't, sorry.
Don't be a clown like Disney. For real. If anybody is a clown, I'm going to have to turn their camera off.
You're going to have to what?
Turn their camera off.
Honey, you forget.
What?
You can do that to me, but I can also turn it right back on.
And turn it off.
And then I'll turn it right back on again.
Turn it
We'll
off.
have an entire night of camera wars.
I'll just not look at the person that's a clown. If anybody's a clown, I'm not going to look at them all night long because I will have nightmares. I don't like them. They're freaky. And I'm the only one afraid of clowns. You learned it, see? I can see that. I can see that.
No, I'll just sit there and say, you know, you walk into this
Also,
creepy old mansion,
the
lightning flashing and illuminating certain corners of the mansion, bringing up shadows in the corners. When suddenly all you hear is
listen, it's their costumes and they know to get tried for that. Anybody that wears a costume and they not put their name on the wheel and you may not win a prize. So you won't know anything until you come. And you don't be present to win.
you're giving it all away because they know when you say may or may not, they know there's gonna be.
Oh, they know they're gonna be. Yeah. All you do is wear your costume and you send us a photo, send it to Kat. I'll have their email address on the screen and we'll share it during the live. And I'll put your name on the wheel or something. Some way, somehow, somebody will win a prize for their costume.
Tammy is dead.
I am Saturday night at midnight.
The 18th.
Then technically it'd be the 19th, but it's the 18th on that night. From 12 to 2. The 18th on midnight is actually on Friday night, but it's
And her
on the 19th.
and her costume is gonna be Tammy and Jammies.
No, it is not. Katie and their Jammies is gonna be another night. I'm wearing a full-blown costume. Well, not full-blown, but just in the waist up.
She's gonna wear a costume and she's gonna let her boyfriend in.
No, he's not.
Chad will be her escort.
It's Saturday night at midnight. Nancy.
Saturday night at 11:59 p.m.
Yeah. It's actually technically the 19th because midnight is the next day. That is Saturday night.
Yeah, you'll see her channel get shut down really quick if she doesn't wear jammies there,
At midnight.
Cat.
I'm gonna do that on another night because a lot of people really want that ever since this is named it. So we'll do that on another night. I started to do that and then I thought, shoot, it's October, let's have a Halloween party. You know me, I like to do that stuff and have parties and hang out.
Uh-huh.
There's about 8 prizes at midnight. Tammy will be getting a picture, a dress, and a newborn baby. Oh, Lord. Okay. I dare you, dear.
Well, I don't know, Ditz. If you get dressed as a newborn baby, you're gonna. Never mind.
Yeah.
Newborn baby with natural flotation devices. How's that?
Put it this way, that's gonna be your costume. You can send that in. I won't show anybody if that's what you'd like.
Well, I just read it. You think I'm not getting? You think I'm going to miss something like that, Dipsy? Come on now. Remember, you're talking to Lee, and Lee is a pervert. I'm a professional pervert.
Lee.
Yeah, if he does that, I want to get a picture of that too. Nah, she'll probably wear a onesie. Ruin the whole image. Paul's going to smack me if I keep talking like that.
Yeah, it's time to behave, Mr. Lee.
Hey, it's my life.
I'm just trying to save your life.
What are we going on here?
Wait, can I send an old picture in a costume? Cindy, that'd be a new costume. Well, if you're at the party, Cindy, you can put on anything and say it's your costume. I'm not.
Yeah, but still, Dipsy, I mean, come on, it's not really nice. Then again, when have I ever been known to be nice? Ask Tammy, she'll tell you I'm never known to be nice.
Yeah, send the picture, Cindy. I'd love to show it. But when I tried, it needs to be a new costume. But you can put anything on and say it's a costume. I mean, you can't wear like a badge on your head unless you draw a face on it. Then that's a costume.
Now, that's a visual I do not want to see. You as a newborn, okay, that I'd like to see. Paul as a newborn, then no. But that's okay. But that's okay. I can see it now, the two of them in matching cloth diapers. Yes. One blue and one pink. But anyway, all right, I have been on longer than I anticipated and longer than I usually am.
Well,
And Dixie's got to get ready for her live in just over an hour. And I urge everybody to go over. I'm sure most of you will be there anyway, because everybody that's on my live is usually on hers. Please consider before you leave hitting the like button or the thumbs up button, either way you want to describe it. If you have not subscribed before and you enjoy what you've been seeing and hearing and listening to and dealing with and trying to figure out, if it's been fun for you, please feel free to hit the subscribe. All of these things are free. If you are on the replay game, in the comments section underneath where the replay goes, just type in #replay and let us know what you think. Let us know what happens. Hopefully, like I said, by Saturday, Lenore will be feeling better and we'll be able to be there together. And of course, we'll be hopefully on Ditsy's Live next week, if she still feels like having us after all the abuse I put through today. But in the meantime, do not forget, don't fake it until you make it. That never does any good anyway. Just believe it until you receive it, because eventually you will. All of us will in one way or another. So have a great night, and we will talk to you all soon.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, guys.